too, because he is Ghora, Naghora, and cause for the entire activity, safety and security for all gods. And moreover, he is in all gods, in the Hridaya Devanam Hridayebhyaha. That Rudra is there, seated in the hearts of all gods. And on the other hand, Rudra also is found in all other gods. And so there is a kind of total identity between this individual god Rudra and also all the executive forces of the Rudra. In fact, Rudra is the Supreme Lord. And being Supreme Lord, he would have so many aspects of administration and management. For that, the respective gods have been entrusted. The responsibility of maintaining the world has been relegated. Therefore, in Taittiriya Upanishad, you get a clue that why there are so many number of gods. There is no number of gods, but they're all the respective executive forces existent so long the connected work has to take place. And that's what we find in the Taittiriya Upanishad, that the other gods are like that. And again, we have noted in the Anuvakas, because we are going to do with the 10th Anuvaka, 9th conclusion, and then 10th Anuvaka, we have to continue in your journey of understanding the power of Rudra. And what we have understood in the first Anuvaka, noted that he is the destroyer of all our sins. Unless our doshas and duritas and all that has been withdrawn or destroyed, we cannot become pure. Therefore, we make a request to Rudra in the first Anuvaka to remove us from all that kind of sins and make us pure. And in that context, we think of the personality, Ghora Rupa of Rudra on one hand, and also the Aghora Rupa and the various weapons he is having. You see, in hands, he has got shoulders and bow, and weapons and anger. And all these things are there. These we are trying to calm down by our prayers, and after which we believe that Rudra becomes very much gracious and benevolent to grant blessings of whatever order we require for the maintenance of our life in this world. Because everybody's life is always timed. And during that time only we have the opportunity to elevate, to remove ourselves. And now in the second Anuvaka, we are also given the idea that he is pervading the entire earth and also the connected things upon the earth. All the terrestrial things, mountains, rivers, plants, everything is being monitored, is being governed, is being protected, is being promoted by Bhagavan, Rudra. Therefore, he is called pervading force in the entire Bhuloka. And moreover, you see, he has got the three eyes, Triyambaka. So one eye is Surya, another is Chandra, and his third is the burning fire, Agninetra. Agninetraya Rudraya Namaha. And of course, we have seen already the details in the second Anuvaka. And in the third Anuvaka, we have noted he is the Lord of a number of thieves. Rakarakala Dongala Yokka Adhipati Nayakudu. What is the meaning of the word thief? Thief means he takes away what you loved or what you have. When that is taken away what you have, then you become empty and free, and then have time to devote to better things. If the old things were to hang on to us, then we have to be maintaining and all that. That's why you're always go for the nuance. That's why old order change at giving room for the new. As the Bacon says, the old order changes because you cannot stick on to the old order. Therefore, here also there are different types of peace. For example, Kulunchanam Pataye Namaha. Most interesting thing is people are there to grab land. Whatever be the owner of the land, we don't bother. If there is opportunity, people just grab the land. So Kulunchanam Pataye Namaha. And again we see Taskaranam Pataye Namaha. In third one is a Taskara. Taskara means that he does which we do not know. Tat karoti iti. That you don't discover at all. For example, a rat. And what rat takes away, you don't know. But the object will be missing, but you don't know what is missing. And like that, Stenanam Pataye Namaha. So like that, we have seen different variety of the people who snatch away what we love most, what we have acquired. And that means that Tyaga Buddhi is there in Paramatma. And we are going to know that even though he has got riches, but he wants to remain unattached for the riches. And in the fourth Anuvaka, you have seen he is a creator and a worker of all kinds of things in society. That is, we have seen that he is a cobbler, and he's a plumber, and he's all that. All these trades and jobs which people take for their living, and he is the promoter, promulgator, and all that. So all kinds of works are there in our society from time to time, but he is the one who initiates, manages, and all that. That kind of idea we have seen in the fourth Anuvaka. And in the fifth Anuvaka, we covered that we noted in all running waters, Rudra is present. So small, all flowing waters, because water is an important thing right from beginning to the ending. From A to Z, we are float in water in mother's womb. We get out because of through the force of the water. We drink water and so on. So thereby, that water is Rudra, and Rudra makes himself realized by all people. And in the sixth Anuvaka, to be brief, we see that he is a Kala Purusha, that he is the Pravartaka of Kala Chakram. That's why Kalaya Namaha, Kalavikarana Namaha. So you just say that Kalaya Namaha. Kala is dark, Kala is negativity, Kala is the time. And so the word Kala has all. And of course, we have got Kali, the energy. Kala by himself cannot do anything, but Kali, at Parvati, Ammavaru, has to become a Kali, give that kind of energy to that Shiva who takes that form or who takes to that kind of function. So all that you see in the sixth Anuvaka. And in the seventh Anuvaka, we see the rain providing, water providing sources. Also he is that Nadhyayacha, Nadhyayacha, and he is the Medhyayacha. And you see all these, and also the rain is the clouds, and he is the crops, and everything connected to the provider. That is, whatever wealth that we can expect from the heaven, from the Akasha, all that is being functionally coming to us because of the grace of Rudra. So Rudra is a very, very, very busy God because he has to. And one more important point which you note in the seventh Anuvaka is that, seventh and eighth Anuvakas, is that he is an illumination, he is a light. The Bhargaha, he is the Bhargo Devata, he is basically Bhagavan. Bhaga means Kanti, Bhaga. Bha is the light, illumination, brilliance, and all that power. And Ga is always movement of that light. Say wherever the light moves, the objects become clear to you. Where there is no light, the objects cannot be recognized. Therefore, that kind of bhagatvam is being seen in Rudra, and not only he is a bright star, but also he makes the other stars brighter. So all nakshatras are having the Jyoti. They are called Jyotisham Pataye Namaha. Jyotirgananam Pataye Namaha. And in the 9th Anuvaka, we have seen that he is all in all. For example, he is the strength, he is the power, he is the provider of wealth, he is the provider, all that he is constant. Rudra is constant. All the world is only mobile. So Chara and Achara, that is Chala and Achala. For example, in our house also, for example, Sivalinga, that Sivalinga which you install in the temple is a Achala, is a Sthiralinga. But what linga we have got in our houses of Shiva, they are all Chara, because you you move that linga from the mandiram and then keep it for worship and abhishekam. And after abhishekam, you will keep the linga back. So all vigrahas in our houses are Chara. And so Chara Chara Jagat and Chara Chara Rupaha. That's what we find in this. So for example, see Parnyayacha, Parnasidhyayacha, Lopyayacha, Lapyayacha, and all these names will give us the impression that is that in the next Anuvaka, we are going to ask him once again to give up all his anger, all his wrath, and shower benefits upon us and all that. So we are seeing the Swarupa of Rudra, and sometimes if necessary, he will become the Bhairava also. So that's how we see it in that. Actually 10th and 11th will be a kind of Palasruti, because you observe the Namaskara rain are continuously offering the Namaha, Namaha, Namo Namaha, Namo Namaha. I don't know. So Govind, you have to calculate how many Namaskaras are there. I told one figure, 175 or so many are there. There may be more or less. But anyway, that number of times that Namaskara being offered itself is a great power. Because of the Namaskara power, however the God is, he has to become benevolent for us. He has to give up his fury. He has to give up his weapons. That we also say that you keep away your pinaka and come to me. Because when he's always having a weapon in the hand, we are afraid. So those people who have got a weapon in the hand, we are not happy with them. First we ask and keep their knife down and then talk to me. So all that we have seen, and this is how we understand Rudram or Namakam to be like where any and everything connected to the safety, security, prosperity, etc. of all people has been referred. And therefore, we always say if you are to recite Rudram, it is as good as recite pleasing all other gods. So that's why people say for any problem that people get up, they say that, oh, Rudra Japa, Rudra Yaga, Rudra Abhisheka, Rudra Puja, etc. All people recommend it. And now with this note, we'll go to the particular text. We are, I think, in the last fringe of the 9th Anuvaka, where you have so many other aspects. For example, see, Nama Irinyaya cha, Prapachyaya cha, Kimsilaya cha, Chayanaya cha. So we have noted that this Rudra is Irinyaya, that is available in the saline tracts. And Prapachyaya cha is available upon the main roads, trodden pathways. That is, it is always safe to walk in the main roads. But if there are any hard, not tarred or cemented, etc. roads, but even there Rudra is there. But see, Rudra has not got any option to choose. That's what we have to understand. So whatever exists in the universe, in all that Rudra is present. He cannot say, I don't like that, I like this. No options like that. We have got that. That's why we cannot progress. Those people who are adjustable to all atmospheres, they are very much successful. And moreover, you see, by nature, man is a climatic animal. So acclimated, wherever he is, he will not complain. Whether it's cold or hot or desert or anywhere, man can live, not animals. If the fish is out of water, it will die instantaneously. It will jump, 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 die. So every being other than human has that kind of fixation. But man has no fixation. He is eternal. That's why manhood is next to Godhead. God becomes man, man becomes God. And if at all God has to become man, he will have half man and half animal head, like Narasimha Avataram or Kurma Avatar. Whatever avatara that they take it, they will have the animal, a little animal. Man also has got animal. What is animal? Animal is a Vikruti. Man is Prakriti. So upon man, a little Vikruti is there, but that is negligible. For example, the nails are there. Even if you cut the nail, no blood comes. Nail grows. And but animals have got more Vikruti. That's why you try to drive the nada into the horse legs, feet, and even to the bull, because they don't find any pain in that. So you make the animal portable for us. So like that, he is called Prapachyayacha. And again, Kigum Silayacha, that is in rocky places. Kimsala means on mountains, where rocky places are there, where you cannot go comfortably. And also Chayanayacha. Chaya means living places. So that's why that Chaya is otherwise called Kshetra. Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre. So Kshetre Kshetre Dharmam Kuru. So that means a man cannot be widowed with a Kshetra. Wherever he is there, it is called Kshetra. If Mahatmas are there, it becomes a Punya Kshetra. If Paramatma is there, it is called Tirthaya, Tirtha Kshetra. So Tirtha. Anyway, that's Chayanayacha. And again, the Paramatma is a Kaparti nature. He has got rich tuft of hair. Kaparda is strong, thick, long, flowing, matted hair. And that hair became useful to hold Ganga falling from the heights, as our Puranas describe. For Gangavataranam, the Kaparda of Shiva alone could be the means. That was the only solution. So all gods have got to, Bhagirath has to make a lot of tapas on installment basis, right from Ganga, Vishnu, Shiva, and Jama and Janhu Mahakavi, Janhu, and so on. All he has to keep on pleasing, pleasing, pleasing. That's why even today we say Bhagirata Prayatnam. It's a very hard job. So Chayanayacha, Kapaddinecha, and again Pulastayecha. We are not, these words are so new. Anytime you know the meaning, but you forget it. I have to refresh anybody, because while explaining, అయ్యో మీనింగ్ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು తెలిసిపోయింది అనుకుంటాం. But tarvata, no, it looks the same as before. So Pulastayecha means he has got that, he has got the power to stand before the deities. So Pulina actually means where you can stand and be. Pulina are the shores. Samudra is the water. So you cannot stand long upon the inside the water of the ocean, but you can stand on the shore of the ocean and the bank of the river. So those areas are called as pulastas. And Goshthyaya cha, Grihhyaya cha, we have seen Goshti means the Kaupen actually. So, or Goshti also means Veda, knowledge. So all knowledge is coming from Bhagavan Rudra or Shiva. That's why Parvati, not only she became the consort of Rudra, she became the best Sishya. So Parvati Parameswaras are not just Dampatis, but they are Guru Sishyas. That's why she had all the desire and guts to ask Shiva to summarize the entire 1,000 names of Vishnu. We have no time to recite 1,000 names. Give me one shortcut. Then Shiva is not angry, he gave you, Rama Rama is the word. So like that, he is Goshthyaya cha and Grihhyaya cha. That word Grihya is that he can be placed in our houses. We are not afraid of Rudra to keep. Some people unnecessarily have got a feeling, oh, Shivalinga maneli itkoboda, Shivudi Vigraham petkovacha, pichi questions avanni. No meaning in that. See, no, maneli Shivalinga illa. What is that? No. Because Linga is ultimate. We are all going to be ultimate, into ultimate. Bhasmantam Om Krato Smara Bhasmantam Shariram. See, Krato Smara in the Ishavasya Upanishad, when it's a Kratu means we are all wise people. If not we are wise, we should grow to be wise. So, no, I'm stupid, I can't continue to be a wise man. No, you can't. If you are stupid, become wise. That's exactly the opportunity. Therefore, here it says, Grihhyaya cha, he can be placed in our houses. And Talpyaya cha, in Indianapolis temple, for 2 months I was explaining Rudra. A Madhva woman was coming regularly, sitting in the front row and learning. Suddenly for 3-4 days, he was absent. Then I asked her, why are you? No, sir, I spoke to my mother in Vasanugudi, Bangalore. And she said, no, Madhvaru, we cannot listen or learn Rudram. Bada, how bada class goes that? So, but she took independent decision and attended the classes later on. And I told her, what is that? So academically, you can learn. You may not worship Rudra in our house, but you have got knowledge about Rudra's eminence. So, Goshthyaya cha, Grihhyaya cha, and Talpyaya cha. Talpa is the resting place. And so Talpyaya cha, he is there in our mattresses, in our sleeping places. Unless Rudra Anugraha is there, you can't get sleep also. So Ramaskandam, Hanumantam, Vainateyam, Rukodaram. So these are all the fellows whom you remember when you go to sleep. Skanda is Shiva. So you will think that Skanda is only Kumara. So what is Kumara? Kumara is Shivaputra. That's why Shiva Sutaya Namaha. And so Namo Vratapataye, Namo Ganapataye, Namah Pramathapataye, Namaste Stulambodharaya Gadantaya, Vigna Vinasine Shiva Sutaya, Sri Varadamurta Shiva Sutaya. So like that, here we remember even to that Talpyaya cha and Gehyaya cha, Grihhyaya, Gehyaya. Grihya means accessible for us. Who is God? God is one who is available to all people at all times. And then he is called as a Grihya, available. And Gehya means you can domesticate the God. Something like cows or dogs or some animal. So pet Martivalva. So you can domesticate them. And even the deers are also domesticated. In Abhignana Sakuntalam, and the deers are always familiar with all hermits in the ashrama. They come, if you hold food in the hand, the deers come and eat. That much is the great confidence. Because Deer is the most fearful animal. జింక 90 మైళ్ళ స్పీడ్లో పరిగెత్తుంది, పులి 50 మైళ్ళ స్పీడ్తో పరిగెత్తుంది. కానీ జింకకు కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ లేదు, పులిని చూసిన తర్వాత భయం, ఆగి ఆగి పరిగెత్తుంది. కాబట్టి పులి జింకను క్యాచ్ చేస్తుంది. సో ది స్పీడ్ ఈజ్ దేర్, బట్ కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ ఈజ్ నాట్ దేర్. స్పీడ్ ఈజ్ దేర్, fear is there. Every time it stops, looks back, and then gazes the distance and then starts running. That exactly beautifully Kalidasa describes how deer running when it is afraid. Griva Bhanga Viramam, like that. Then he is called Gehyayacha and Katyayacha also. Katya is found in thorn places. ముళ్ళ జాగాలో కూడా ఉన్నాడు ఆయన. ముళ్ళు అంటే మనం పోము, కానీ రుద్రుడు ఉన్నాడు అక్కడ. And he gives you caution also, don't come on that. Therefore, when you think of a rose flower is okay if you catch only the kada. But if you go little up, then you will see that you will be hurt. Therefore, that kind of danger. Even oceans also. Samudra is good, you want to go, but the waves make you frightened. So actually the waves are coming from half a furlong or so. Otherwise, if you cross that particular distance, the Samudram is quite calm and pleasant and enjoyable. But that's why there is that kind of fear sign to all Mahatmas. That's why he's called Katyayacha and Gahvareshthayacha. Gahvaras are the caves in the mountains, deep caves and all that, because Mahatmas live inside the caves, because they close their eyes. They don't bother about the light. They only go with the light inside their body. So you know how much light is there in her body. You'll realize the eminence of that only when you close your eyes. What light you see outside is not that great as much light as you see inside. That's why Antaratma. So Gahvareshthayacha. And ultimately, where is he found? Hridayayacha. That is, Hrada is deep waters also. So he is there in waters, deep waters. Shiva is there. Therefore, Hrada is a deep water lake. Actually, Duryodhana tried to hide himself inside a Hrada, because nobody can easily find the fellow. Even if he is breathing, that there won't be that bubble, that air bubbles cannot come up and show the location where the fellow is there. So deep inside the waters, that Duryodhana there goes, and there he starts to practice Jalastambara Vidya, that by which mastery one can remain for 12 months, 1 year inside the waters. And he had that kind of blessing of yoga. Therefore, something like Parakaya Pravesha, so many yogas are there, but not simply the physical yoga exercise, not these physical feats, but there are better number of yogas, and so yoga is called as a vidya. And so yoga vidya parangataya. So like that, he's got that Hridayayacha. So Rudra is a yoga vidya nipuna who can stay inside the water, because he cannot be found any other places. He can be found in all places. And again, Niveshpyayacha. Niveshpa is the dewdrops. See, that Manjunatha, and you have got that Amareswara, and that's called Snowlingam, Ice Lingam, and the size of the Amareswara will be varying depending upon the season. So during now, sometime people say, when some people visit around rainy season and some 20 feet tall, then that because it's a manchu karigipotundi, so the size also diminishes, but the total diminishing will not be there. Therefore, he is called as Niveshpyayacha, Manchulingam. In fact, in our temple, The temple here in Indianapolis, when snow was too much, people prepared snow lingam. They prepared snow, and that was kept up, and Abhishekam was done in a beautiful manner. So Niveshpyayacha, that means Amareswara Darshanam. And again, palms of Vyayacha, Sivalingas can be prepared out of different material. So wooden, and then Salagrama stone, and Panchaloha, silver, gold, and all that. You see, in Nadaveda, they had put that Vajra Shiva, Vajra Lingam, 1,000 and more Vajras have been made into a casement for Sivalinga, and Abhisheka is done. Probably you must have seen that somebody has posted it. So it's called Vajralinga. That is Vajra, that's what the decoration given to him. And so here Palm Savyayacha, Palmsu means dust. So with dust or with mud, the linga is prepared, and the Abhisheka is being, especially when you do the Sahasralinga Archana, more than 1,008 lingas are being prepared with the anthill mannu. A Pamaputta mannu nunchi తీసుకొని 1000 లింగాలు చేసి Sahasralinga Archana, that is very powerful and effective one. Therefore, the material also is being talked about. So Palm Savyayacha, he is found in the dust. And also he is called Rajasyayacha. Rajaha is invisible dust. And that's why it is called sin. Papamulu and పాపానికి ఇంకో పర్యాపదం ఏంటంటే రజహ. బికాజ్ మనం చేసే పాపాలు మనం చూడము, మనం తెలుసుకోలేము. దట్స్ వై జ్ఞాతం వా అజ్ఞాతం వా యాని పాపాని మయా కృతాని తాని పరిహర. We make a prayer to God that we know sins, we do not know sins, what we have committed. So, but Paramatma is supervisor. He knows all that. That's why Upatta Samasta Durita Kshayadvara. We say that Upatta Samasta Durita, I have acquired known and unknown desires, known and unknown sins. All that has got to be washed off. That's why in the Akamarshana Suktam, we say that Varunopa Akamarshanaha. So Varuna is a palaka. Not only is a protector, what is the duty of a protector? He has to see that you remain pure. Like father. Mother, he gives you good food and makes you strong. Father looks to your many other administrative organizing things. Therefore, father and mother are quite important for a baby, and those two roles are played by Rudra. He is the mother, he is the father, because he is Ardhanarishwara Swarupa. Mother and father both. That's why we say Pitarau Vande Parvati Parameshwarau. Kalidasa said, Vagartha, like they are together and they are being that. And not only in the Rajas he is there, but Sushkyayacha. Sushka is hard places or dry places also called. Sushka is dry. Whatever that is, for example, in the deserts. See, always deserts are very dry. If you want water, you can oasis, we call it. Aberrations are there. They look like water lakes, but actually when you go there, no water at all. Also like the two railway lines. You stand at the railway lines and see, you look, the two railway lines are meeting. That is the aberration. But actually when you go to that point walking, no two railway lines meet. So that is what is called Sushkyayacha. And Harityayacha. Haritya is dampness, greenery. All that greenery is called Harityayacha. And again we got Lopyayacha. Lopya are hard places. Lopa, Lopa means where guntalu, mittalu, raallu, rappalu, etc. antane manam nadadaniki kashtam lopyam ante. And smooth ga undadu. Lot of balancing is there, and you likely to be slipping and falling away. For example, mountaineering. And if you want to climb a mountain hard, such heights, they are all very hard. So that hard places are called as lopyas. But even there, Rudra is there. Even there, he remains as a protector, because people are practice lopa mountaineering. See, all people could climb that Mount Everest, but nobody has climbed the Mount Kailas. Mount Kailas is more than 6,400 feet. Mount Everest is more than 4,000 and odd miles. So 4,000 that height is okay. People have climbed Mount Everest, Sherpas. But Mount Kailas, nobody can do it. So that's why it is a reserved, sacred, preserved mountain. That's why we call it as a that's why Lopyayacha, and also Lapyayacha. You know, the word Lapya means those places, bhumis, where you cannot cultivate, non-cultivable areas. Banjara bhumulu antaru Telugulo. Banjara bhumulu ante where you cannot cultivate. So in that, but even because of the agricultural technical development, probably they cultivate even the places where you cannot. Vijayawada, Rajamandri భూములన్నీ డెల్టా ఏరియా చక్కగా ఉంటుంది, భూములు పంటలు బాగా వస్తుంది. కానీ there are areas in Rayalaseema where you cannot grow easily these paddy crops. So we got బంజర భూములు ఉన్నాయి, మంచి సారవంతమైన భూములు ఉన్నాయి. అన్ని భూముల్లోనూ పరమాత్మ ఉన్నాడు. That's why he's a terrestrial god. Rudra uses only his bull as his vahanam. He will not change the Nandi. Everybody may change. All people, you talk about Vishnu and Brahma, they are air travelers. But our Rudra is only a terrestrial. He just comes on road. He's a road. That's why he's called as, that's why he's Lapyayacha and Urmiyayacha. See, Urmi or Urvi, whatever that word is there, Urvi is ground, and he is found in all sorts of grounds. Anni rakala bhumullonu Rudrudu unnadu. If we have got that kind of feeling that Rudra's presence is everywhere, we have no fear that he is present. And otherwise also Urmiyayacha means he is available in the waves. See, Urvya and Urmya, these two things are there. So he is there in the Urvya and so on Sormyayacha. The Urme Sormyayacha. And you know, Parnyayacha, Parnasedyayacha. Parna is the leaf that is found in the leaves. And Parnasedya means continuously remaining in the Parnas. That's why Parna is a grand example in our Veda. Our life is compared to the Parna. So, apai tomruchur amrutam na aganvai vasvato no abhayam pranotu parnam vanaspateri vabhinasiyatagam raisachatam nasya chipatihi. So, you make a request for Yama not to torture and trouble us, but allow us to fall down like a leaf from the branch of the tree. When the leaves time to stay with the branch of tree over. చెట్టు నుంచి ఆకు తానే ఎలా కింది పడిపోతుందో అట్ట మనం కూడా మన దేహం నుంచి పడిపోవాలి. కానీ మన దేహము మనమల్ని వదలాలి, కానీ మనము దేహాన్ని వదలకూడదు. So to say, we have to hold on to our body to keep doing many positive things available whenever it is possible. So that's why we are told parnyayacha, parnasedhyayacha. That is, we live in the leaf like we live like leaf sticking on to the branch of the tree. ఆకును కోయాలి అంటే మనం బలం అప్లై చేయాలి. బలం అప్లై చేస్తే కానీ you cannot separate the leaf from the branch of the tree. But when it is well matured and dry, all that is over, then you need not exercise any effort automatically. And when once, then who will give you the Rai or Moksham for you? It is Sachipati. Sachi is that Sachi Devi's husband Indra, he should give you the next part of your expectations and goals. So Yama, Vaivaswata is Yama, and Raispati is that is Indra. Sachipati is called. That's what we learned from Mahanarayana Upanishad, that Indra and Yama both are essential for our journey of life. One to make us go away normally, naturally, and the other. So here we got that, and Parna Siddhyayacha, and we got the word Paguramanayacha. Paguramana is Sainyam. There are armies or soldiers who hold their weapon ready to strike and fight and kill the enemies. And are even good people also. That is called Udruta Ayudhaha, are those enemies who have lifted their weapons in order to harm us. That's why they are called Paguramana. Even among them is there, and he is to control even those people or soldiers who have lifted their weapons to strike. And also another kind of Abhignatecha. See, there are soldiers who have got their weapons ready, lifted in order to strike. But there are other kind of soldiers or people who want to kill you, harm you. They're all called as the Abhignas, who strike from front to see that you are all hurt very much. So Abhignatecha. So we have got two kinds of soldiers or enemies who have their lifted weapons and who are not caring and trying to strike people with their weapons. So at both of these people, the Rudra is very much present. So that's why, and again another thing is Akhidatecha, Prakhidatecha. So we have got Anira and Akhidata and Prakhidata. These are again the kind of people who try to harm us. And finally, we have got the Vichinvatkebhyaha and Dor Vikshinakebhya. No, sorry, I'm coming to that. Kirikebhyaha. Kirikebhya means who will give us more and more wealth. And they are called Kirikas. And they have got wealth and they share the wealth to us. They are that. And again, Akhidata means they try to affect people, and they are called Akhidata, Prakhidata, that kind of soldiers and enemies who affect us. And Kirikebhyaha. Kirikas are those who are rich and who can share money or wealth with you, and providers of wealth are called Kirikas. And even among them, Rudra is present. So he is the initiator, impeller to all different people in order to maintain the safety or the requirements of the administration of society. And ultimately, he is called Devanam Hrudayebhyaha. So Devanam Hrudaya, that is, he is there in the hearts of all gods. That is, Rudra is being venerated or revered by all gods. And so there is no difference. If you worship a god, it is as good as worshipping Rudra. Sarvadeva Namaskaraha Keshavam prati gacchati. You can have Sarvadeva Namaskaraha Rudram gacchati or Shivam gacchati. So that kind of concept is there. So Devanam Hridayebhyaha, meaning that Hridayebhyaha is the plural. How many gods are there? We don't know the number, like the number of stars. How many stars are there in the sky? Don't know. In the same manner, how many hairs are there in our body? Don't know. So whoever declares themselves as divine in all the hearts of divine beings, he is present. And vichinakebhyaha, vichinmatkebhyaha. So, even among the galaxy of gods, there are different kinds of gods with different administrative powers and knowledge. So in all those gods, he is found. That's why vichinmatkebhyaha, vichinakebhyaha. And again, anirhatebhyaha. Anirhata is those who try to remove all our sins. See, sarva papa vimuktatma. We have got to get rid of vimukti. Atma should be vimukti with all papas. When Atma is relieved totally, then it becomes eligible to merge into Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate and Brahmani Vartate. All this kind of provision and steps have been explained by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. If you see the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, that is called Atma Sanyamana Yoga. Krishna has given us how best we can reach the Brahma Nirvana or Brahma Bhuya or Brahmatmatva or Brahma Sanidhya. That is, he gives you that yoga. Yoga is the only one measure with different folds in the yoga practices. Our folds nanta man okkati master chestu ste, we will definitely be able to get relieved. And we may try to remove our sins to some extent, but Rudra is so kind and benefic that he will remove the remaining sins which we could not remove ourselves. So, even remnants nante, residue of sins nante, a residue and papa nanni poganti, Suddhamuga chesi, Suddhatma, and he will give us the emancipation. So that kind of ability is there in the word Anirhatebhyaha, Anirhataha, that is those people who are able to remove all sides of sins. That is remaining sin-free. Unless we are sin-free, we cannot get eligibility. Sin-free ante fear-free. పాపాలు వెళ్ళిపోవాలి. ఎలా పాపాలు వెళ్ళిపోవాలి అంటే రామాయణంలో వాల్మీకి మహర్షి కిష్కింధాకాండలో చక్కటి ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇస్తాడు. ఏమంటాడు? సుగ్రీవుడికి రాముడు ఏమన్నా చేస్తాడేమో అని భయం అనేది ఎప్పుడైతే లక్ష్మణుడు సుగ్రీవుడిని పొగుడుతాడో అప్పుడు సుగ్రీవుడికి భయమంతా పోయి స్నేహం ఇంకొంచెం ఎక్కువైపోయి భక్తి ఎక్కువైపోయింది అంటాడు. ఎట్లా అంటే జీర్ణమైన వస్త్రాన్ని విడిచిపెట్టినట్టు, కిల్బిషమైన వస్త్రాన్ని విడిచిపెట్టినట్టు కొత్త వస్త్రం వేసుకున్నట్టుగా సుగ్రీవుడు కన్నాడు అంటాడు. కిష్కింధాకాండ 33rd canto లోపల. సో టు సే దాట్ ఈ పాపాలన్నీ మనం ధరించినటువంటి షర్ట్లు బట్టలు లాగా ఉంటుంది. ఎప్పుడైతే ది క్లాత్ బికమ్స్ డిఫైల్ అప్పుడు దాన్ని వాష్ చేసుకొని మళ్ళా వాడతాం. కానీ పెద్దవాళ్ళు, డబ్బున్న వాళ్ళు, దే కెనాట్ డూ ఇట్. Every day they wear new dress, and the olden dress they will give away to a number of people. So anyway, there are so many ways how best you can get rid of it. So vasamsi jirnani yathavihaya. So jirnani vasamsi. People don't wait up to jirna vasa. At least kilbishava, So at least some kind of utility done with them. So that's what it's called. It's called Anirhatebhya and Amivatkebhya. That is Amivatkebhya means those people who are having a physical form staying in the hearts of the people. Because when you go into meditation, the abstract principle Deva or light only. What is meaning of the word Deva? All Devas are only astric bodies. That is, they are all light. So you can actually Durga Parameswari. What is Durga? In Durga Saptasati, you get to know that on the cliff, on the top of the mountain, a big floodlight appeared. Tejo Rasi Samudbhavam. There was only Tejo Rasi, and one cannot see the Tejo Rasi directly. The Tejo Rasi took the form of a female. And then she became Durga, and all gods empowered her, and then Durga Saptasati begins like that. So to say that it is called as Vichinvatkebhyaha, Amivatkebhyaha. So assumed that grass form stand in the heart of gods, Rudra, and the same form you find standing in our hearts. Because in Mahanarayana Upanishad, who is Mahanarayana? Narayana, all combing of all Narayanas together will be called Mahanarayana. We have got Samudra Narayana, Surya Narayana, Bhava Narayana, Lakshmi Narayana, oh no, so many Narayanas. But all these Narayanas should be called by one name. That one name is called Mahanarayana. And where is that Mahanarayana or Mahasiva, Sadashiva? He is there seated in our hearts. So that's why he said, whoever has got Dhatu Prasadat Mahimanam Isham. So Dhatu Prasada is the final consent. But before getting Dhatu Prasada, Tamakratum Pasyati Kratu, he must be a wise person. He must be one free from fear, free from attachments. Vita Shoka. ఏడ్చే వాడి దగ్గరికి దేవుడు రాడు, ఏడవకుండా పూజ చేసేవాడి దగ్గరికి వస్తాడు అంటాడు. సో ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ క్రయింగ్, యూ డోంట్ డూ పూజ. ఏడుస్తూ పూజ చేయదురా, వెళ్ళిపోండిరా మీరు అంటారు. ఎవడన్నా కాటాచారంగా పూజ కూర్చుంటే నువ్వు ఏడుస్తూ పూజ చేయక వెళ్ళు అంటారు. సంతోషంగా పూజ చేసేవాడి దగ్గరికి దేవుడు వస్తాడు. ఆ సంతోషము అనేది కూడా దేవుడే. సంతోషి మాత షుడ్ బి దేర్. So like that, here it is called finally Amivatkebhyaha Rudrebhyaha Namaskaram. So in this 9th para, what we tried to summarize the entire personality of Rudra that has been all through covered in the 8 Anuvakas with Namaskara added. And from 10th from the 10th Anuvaka, we have noted that we see that all is fury and anger and everything is count down. And what we want from Rudra, that also you should know. When you praise God or when you praise others, when you approach others, you should also tell them, why do you come to me? What do you want that I should do for you? Kya hona chahiye? What do you want? So unless you mention why you go to them, no, nothing like, why are you doing? That's why in the 10th and 11th sloka, Anuvaka, we are going to be informing Rudra. Tell me what you want. We are informing Rudra. And while informing, we are very clever to include any and everything normal that we have got to have it when we are living. మనం బతికుండంగా అమ్మ నాన్నలు చచ్చిపోకూడదు, ఆర్ అట్లీస్ట్ రోగంతో పడకూడదు. అమ్మ నాన్నలు ఆరోగ్యంగా మా కళ్ళ ఎదురు నడుస్తూ ఉండాలి. అండ్ మా చిన్న పిల్లవాళ్ళు చక్కగా చదువుకోవాలి. We have hundreds of desires, and all of them are being enlisted beautifully. And not only in our family, you want the The town in which you live should be free from problems. The country you live should be free from problems. The countries around you and in the existent in the universe must be that. Now, because of COVID oxygen shortage, so many people outside India, we got oxygen cylinders imported and all that medicine imported, vaccines imported, because that is what is called universal healing. That's exactly the Rudra Anugraha. Because humans are always dependent people. Human baby is always dependent. Up to 6 months, the baby depends upon Amma's milk. After 6 months, it depends upon the cow's milk till the death. Cow is our mother continuously. The next alternative to mother to is only cow. Only Amma will be for 6 months or so. Afterwards, the milk is important for us. So like that, in this 9th paragraph, we have come to know most important concluding aspects of the personality of Rudra and Rudras, so that there is nothing not covered in the personality of Rudra. And we see that Rudra is a living being. Hello, Mount Kailas and Kuchidarantalla, any and everywhere Rudra is present, in the form of water, in the form of land, in the form of crops, in the form of not crops, and in the form of forest, in the form of wild trees, in the form of torrents, and that all that kind of Vishwarupatvam. So it's called Vishweshwara. Why all people recommend you to go to Kasi? Because the Linga, the Paramatma who is there in Kasi is called Vishweshwara Linga. The other Trayambaka Linga or Omkara Linga, Omkareswara, all these Iswaras ultimately merge into Vishweshwara. Vishwa is universal. Therefore, even if you don't go to see other 11 Jyotirlingas, if you see Kasi, Vishweshwara Linga, you are done, because it is a Mahasmashana, a great universal gate for exit from the world. So Mahasmashane, Ganga Tire, Vishweshwara Sannidhau, this is how the Sankalpa goes. And it is called Kala Bhairava Kshetra. You know, Bhairava, Ashtabhairavas are there, and they are also Kshetra Balakas. They are also approvers. And it is said those who die in Kasi, their ear becomes little longer. The corpse becomes little longer compared to all other corpses found in all over the world. Kuncham, chevi kuncham longer. That is the Mokshasthanam. So that's why all people desire to go to Kasi and die and get cremated in the Harishchandra Ghat, even Manikarnika Ghat also. So that is what it is found in the 9th Anuvaka, and we will continue the next Anuvakas in the next Saturday. Such a beautiful time. And in fact, we had got some intuition. Rudra had his own time, but fortunately, with his grace, we are able to hang on screen, get yoked up with this thing. And thanks to Rama Sharma and our Bhavani Garu and all of you who have joined to just know the Vibhava. Rudra Sukta Prakata Vibhavaha Naprayachantu Saukhyam. What is there? The Vibhava of Rudra is there, and what it should give to us is Saukhyam. After all, our mind must be good. Om Tat Satu. Please repeat. Sahana Vavatu.
Sahana Vavatu. Sahano Bhunaktu. Sahabhidyam Karavavahe. Tejasvina Vadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om
Harihi Om Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Sri Veda Purusha Shirvadostu. Om Tat Satu.